to add anything else to find belonging in God. Whether it's a new diet, whether it's celebrating in a certain way, different feast, whether it's your own moral effort, your own religious performance. Because Christ, he's fulfilled all that. You find rest in that this morning. You can really belong in him. But I find this is what happens. I don't know if you've experienced this. You have a moment perhaps in your life where you surrender to Christ. And essentially you're saying, yes, like Mother Mary, I'm your servant. Be with me. Do to me as you will. Thy will be done. I belong to you. And then it's so easy to go right back to that old way of performing. It's kind of almost imperceptible. We make our faith with Christ about our moral record. Maybe initially we think, yes, grace of God, I belong to him, right? But don't we slide back? Maybe I'm just talking about myself. Can you relate to that? To adding something else to your standing and your belonging with him. Think about that. What is judging you? Who is judging you today? And realize that Christ has taken the judgment for you in his body. Just don't let anyone judge you. Don't let yourself judge you. Sometimes we're our worst enemy. Satan just loves to just get in there and just mess with us so that we look and focus on ourselves instead of on Christ. But you can say wholeheartedly this morning, I belong to Jesus. I am not my own. All I have and all I am shall be his alone. I belong to Jesus. He is Lord and King, reigning in my inmost heart over everything. I belong to Jesus, blessed, blessed thought. With his own most precious blood has my soul been bought. I belong to Jesus. He will keep my soul. If the deathly waters dark round about me roll, I belong to Jesus, and ere long I'll be with my precious Savior there in his royalty. That's who you are. You are his. He is yours. And yet, temptations come just like a storm. You can see those storm clouds at the beach rolling in. Temptations and distractions come just like they did for the church at Colossae, just like they do for you and I today. It's like Satan in the Garden of Eden. He comes and he whispers these lies saying to you, but does God really care for me? I feel pretty alone right now. Is there really meaning in this? Do I really belong to God? Satan loves to just put seeds of doubt in your mind. Here's another temptation church at Colossae had. Read with me in verses 18 through 19. Don't let anyone who delights in false humility and the worship of angels disqualify you. Such a person also goes into great detail about what they have seen. They are puffed up with idle notions by their unspiritual mind. They have lost connection with the head, from whom the whole body, supported and held together by its ligaments and sinews, grows as God causes it to grow. So there's a group of